Hello and welcome. My name is Trismegistus, and today we're going to be continuing the new playthrough we're doing of Space Age, Victoria Space Age, where I'm attempting to apply all that I learned on the last series about parameterization to this one as well. Why is YouTube... Oh, there we go. YouTube's just on a bit of a delay. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Twitch is coming through as well. Awesome. And is my audio there? My audio's there. Wow, the hat trick. Cool. Okay, so at the end of last stream, I was trying to clear out the biters who are getting a little bit of a pollution wash. And we obviously took the one out at the top. We need to deal with this one really as well, and possibly them. To do that, I was making a few of your finest piercing ammo rounds. What do we got going on there? We would need... Okay, so if I grab some steel as well, we can do that. Somebody pointed out, by the way, as well. Hello, Soldens. Welcome, welcome. Pierce the biters, exactly. That's what we need to do. Somebody pointed out there was a bit of an error in the setup. It's not massive. I'm not going to restart or anything like that, but when I was setting the minimum group size for expansion, because I doubled all of those numbers, like I doubled the minimum, I doubled the maximum, but when I was typing in, so it obviously guards against you doing stuff like putting the minimum above the maximum, you know, so you can't put the minimum as 12 and the maximum as 3 sort of thing. But when I was typing in the number for the maximum, it automatically set the minimum lower. So basically, the minimum group size is 4, which is the default number. So we won't get the bigger minimum groups, but the maximum is still increased. So we will still get a bigger variety and more sizes of groups. And I say it's such a minor little thing that we will go with it. But that's a little disappointing. I wanted to see whether bigger groups would make any real kind of difference. I was going to put these... Oh, you can't do that because it's trying to put it in the box. In my ammunitions, so we will have some lovely piercing ammos. We do probably need... Did I put some more ammunition in this one here? Yes, welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well. I did. So we've got a good couple of 100 rounds. We've obviously done one. Yeah, we've done one buff of each. Okay, we probably should do a second one, really, but that's going to take ages. Okay. We do want kind of grey science, military science, and that is quite cheap, because that then is something we can build into the Snakey Bus, but I could set it doing the damage, and that might be useful kind of when we arrive. But I really wanted the car, didn't I? Which is not going to happen soon, I don't think, still. Especially since I have run out of stuffs. So I need to put that in there. Yeah, I guess we need to do a bit of a ferrying of material just for the time being. So we'll make sure we've got 2 of them. 2 of them. And then the ideal thing is 3 in there. So put those, put them down the bottom. Okay. And I keep forgetting how slow. I always say this every time I restart. How slow you are with the thing. Let's just put them in there. Get rid of them. Yeah. So we need a load of iron, which we should have tons of. Yeah, that'll be a good chunk. Damage to at least when dealing with the second bases, yeah. Yeah, I should really do that, I guess. Chocolates is going to take a while. I mean, we could... I mean, it's not vital, is it? They're sort of not sending too many attacks, he says, I'm sure, as they sweep across the plains. I think if I put some pillboxes in here, then we've at least got a bit of coverage in kind of every direction they might come. They're not actually getting pollution yet. So yeah, we will leave it for a night now, and I'll see if I can do the second damage, I think. I say it is sufficiently expensive that it could be a while. Especially since I did not top up the boxes. We put, say, 8 or something in there. And as many as we can in there. That's not far off. So, I'll also have piercing ammo, so I'll be able to provide a bit more of a significant backup. Now, where did we get to with all of this? Okay, so we've still got quite a bit to fill out there. So what we can do is focus. I say we'll build these like small ones. I think we'll just go with the normal ones. I have got plenty of ones. So we'll say we'll pop some of these in for mutual coverage, and then I'll build out the rest of this smelting array. Maybe put the miners in, and then we'll see where we are with the researches. Oops, we'll just fend them off for now. Might even get the car so I could try, although I am notoriously bad at it. Do a bit of the old circle strafe. Can be a useful tactic, but usually more for people who are actually competent at it. Right. Yeah. Do I want to go on top? Since I've got plenty of ammo, I think I'm going to go and top up the other ones. I don't know. I have got brick. Excellent. So how about at the same time do a bit of the old pathlaying. Speed things up. So I've got, yeah, I've only got sort of 11 in there, haven't I? Yeah, okay. Let's put, we'll leave that one. We'll put sort of extra half stack or something. 38, isn't it? So 13, yeah. Right there. It's also got a bit of damage. Not much. Every little counts. Oh, that's only got 3. Okay, so I'll put 50 in there. Jump in there. Guess you're possibly a backup one, but yeah, we know these guys hopefully won't have to deal with anything. We have 12 miners. Cool. I thought 6, so we should have. Yes, we got a stack and a half of EP. Cool. Right. So we'll stay busy filling this in. Actually, I'd be better putting the actual bits in here, I think. Oh. Ah. These as well. Down the bottom there. Cool. I finished the recording. It's going to be a bit scrap. I'll be honest. I'm not 100% happy with it. It's a bit scrappier than I would have hoped, really. But I finished the recording on the two camera bits and the spreadsheet stuff I wanted to do. I hate that it does this now. I don't know if this is a setting, but I don't want it undoing every single thing just because I laid them in a row. There's got to be a setting somewhere. It was a change they made recently, but it's like, I kind of get it. If you laid down a whole load of belt, maybe you want it to remove the entire belt, but I'd rather How many do I need? I need 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I'd rather sort of do it myself, really. But yeah, so I've done the record. I'm about a third of the way editing it into the video. So members should get... Do I want to keep these guys? I guess I should. I don't really need more stone furnaces, do I? I've only got 100 of them. So we'll pick all of that up. You don't have fuel either. Yeah, so if we... I can't remember what we needed. It was like 12 or something, wasn't it? We can have a look, in fact. Oh, we've got a radar. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. That's the wrong box. Yes, so my members who get the early access, I'm gonna cheat them a little. I normally try and do a month. It's not going to be a month. It'll be sort of 2.5 weeks or something. But yeah, I should have that done and uploaded and ready to go. Good thing with the members thing is I don't have to bother with the thumbnail till later. I don't know what I'm going to put on it, you know, but I just haven't made it yet. I don't have to bother with a good title or anything like that. I just slap it up. So there you go. Don't have to keep the algorithm happy. Cool. Put them in. Yeah, so that will be coming. Gonna need way more inserters, aren't I? Oops. Saying yes to that. I mean, it's a bit of a double trouble in that. Oh, there's no power pots there, is there? So you don't need. Dragging it across didn't work. Right, go. If I grab some iron, I can probably make it myself rather than rob Peter. Slam a load of them in since I got all that copper. How many? Yeah, we ended up with plenty of engines, didn't we? Oh, and 50 more ammos. What are you short on? I'm not short on anything. But you got loads of stuff. What are you moaning about? Let's steer in. Cool. Also grab that yellow one, I think. In fact, that's the point. If I fill up from that as well, make sure we're topped off. Don't really need. I can leave the belt in there. Don't really need more. It's kind of all filled out. Yeah, it's fine. We do need a load of inserters though, so I might as well steal them. Now we can just sort of top that back up. 8 to 3, so rough ratio, and then make sure we've got plenty of the red science. Yeah, red science as well. Cool. Chugging away. We could build another lab or two. Put one in there, basically. Somehow. Maybe move the radar. Put one there. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so that's Loggy 2 done. Gives us the red belt. I want to cancel some of these so I can get that lab first. It'd be nice to be able to sort of move them up and down in the list. We've got like 100 there. So that's fine. You've got your automobilism. In fact, no, let's just do one extra. Yep. Okay. In fact, I think I'm going to add some more repair packs in. It's interesting on the Fulgora video. There's a lot of people saying that they think the vault, what I'm pointing out as the vault, is a rocket silo. You know, defunct rocket silo, which actually makes some sense, but I don't know. It doesn't really. They're saying it looks like it is the thing. I don't agree. I mean, it's just a big hole in the ground. It's not really, you know, it doesn't really look like the, the rocket silo that we build. Apart from being roughly the same size hole in the ground. So yeah, I'm not entirely sure I agree with that theory, but I can see where they're coming from. Okay, how are we doing? We could put these last ones in here. So it's got all of them on the go. Oh, missed out there. Whoops. Power bar, that's gone as well. How many are we missing? We're missing sort of 6, 12, 18. 21, 24, so about 40 or so. 5, 10, I'm doing the repair back, 5, 10, 15. Yeah, it should be enough. So we then have 4 stacks of the actual smelting. We do not have the miners to cope, but then we'll build them in as we go, really. So we want to be making them. More splitters. Yes, we could boost that in. Right. I'll just pink that for the second. Okay. If we start putting some of these in. Oops. Okay. How are we doing then? How are we doing? We are only a quarter of the way through automobilism. And that's twice as expensive. Yeah. I think I'm going to try and take them on as is. I haven't got the patience to wait. I mean, obviously, yeah, what I need to do is build a proper science thing, you know. That's the actual answer. But I want to do that as part of the Snakey Bus that we're going to build. So yeah. No, I didn't. Put the radar back. Probably, I mean, I could put some more power in, just as another displacement activity. And some pipes. Well, I'm going to have to wait a second. In fact, I've got my power thing here. Right. How much PSEM are we at now? Okay, so we've got nearly 3 stacks in total. That's good. You need a bit more stuff, don't you? So let's just grab the engines then. So we're ready to go. Hopefully I've got enough inserters now, and this is then done. I think that's everything. Could probably check where they goes, but it's not going to make a lot of difference. Yeah, I mean, there's obviously not enough material coming in. We know that already. But yeah. Okay. How much ammo have we? I guess I could also put some more parts in. So we'd probably be ending up going sort of. Oops. This way? And that way? Yeah, we've got plenty of stuff for it to use, so we'll be alright. It'll chug away. We'll put this. How many turrets have I got? 11. Let's go with a good few more, because I could well see them getting chomped on by the Viters. That'll give us a nice headroom with the power for a little bit. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything else I can fill time with. So, what I could do actually, if I do a box of Shane. We could put the pistol, old burner miners, light armour out of the way. I haven't seen any attacks coming in, but so maybe I've just not been observing enough. Let's have the butchers. They'll be coming along at me, I'm sure. I haven't got turrets on my thing, have I? Let's put them out of the way. Turn that into turrets. They're sort of chilling out at the moment. So, we have like a wall of worms there. That's not very much fun, is it? So I think we need to come up from the bottom, really. Never much fun coming up from the bottom, but needs must. Okay. I think we're far enough away that we should have time to fill them out if they do notice. Let's sneak up. We've been brave. A little under prepped, but They are quite early. I think I've got too many of them, didn't I? I didn't grab those extra ammo from the thing, did I? Let's see if I can at least take out maybe... Oops. A couple of our nests. Yeah, I've got slightly too few. Let's see if I can get you. Yeah. Maybe sneak in a shotgun blast. Do the old wiggle. Actually, that takes one of them out. You probably could maybe move to the left a bit. Left, right. Maybe that be in range? I think that'll be in range. Yep. But you go at me. Now, will that take that one out? Yes. It's turning dark now as well. Oh no, no, don't die to worms. It's far too embarrassing. That's good. Yeah, that's going to get hit with... Oh, I did not. No, I'm going to put that in wrong. So, we now have... I could probably get this one as well. Somebody's turned the lights out. Let's retreat a bit. Do a bit of repairing. Oh, it tried to flank me then. Okay, let's... If we pull back a bit, we might be able to get them to calm down, because... You come in? We're still a bit too close. Oh! Is that no, that's a small one. Cool. So yeah, if we sort of look round and maybe come down at the top, then we can maybe take those three out. Assuming the sun comes up anyway. Hello, Mikael. What is the game about? Factorio, you mean? So Factorio is about making factories, basically. So you build a factory. The idea is that you've crashed on an alien planet, and you need, well, this is one of the things, you kind of just build a factory from that point. It always says, you know, you try to escape, but you don't really do much to actually escape. You just sort of build a factory, really. So yeah, that's the kind of goal, but what you're really trying to do is like make science and like optimize your builds and all this sort of stuff. I've not come far enough over, have I? All the while, a bunch of aliens want to eat your stuff, basically. Which is these guys, the biters, on this planet. This is Space Age, which is the expansion to Factoria, and they added on. What, 5 new planets? 4 new planets? So yeah, it's a very big game now. At least 100 hours. Playtime for most kind of playthroughs. If I build it there, are you going to get hit with? You are. Okay. We'll put some in that and we'll do that. Then we will very quickly try and avoid... Island's going to have to go. Do a bit repairing. We're lucky, you know, because this is very early game, so They are kind of underpowered in a way. I think we need to come in from the back. That's going to be our best option. I'm really running low on regular ammo, aren't I? So we should be far enough away there. Yeah, so they're not fussed. Cool. But yeah, Factorio is my favourite game of all time. And I stream it very regularly. Every weekend at the moment. Will you stop gobbing at my turrets? So just pop that in. Hopefully. Get off that one. Now, if we can... Oh, we've got 2 damage ones. Okay. So if we can sort of sneak one in there, maybe. Bunch of that in, and we'll keep it alive. Cool. It's a bit tricky, but there we go. We've got them removed, so we shouldn't get any... Something was red then. I don't know if that was a warning from this thing, or if these guys are starting attacking us. We can leave the worms, so if those not familiar, the worms are just static turrets basically for the aliens, so they're never going to send anything to attack us. They just defend the nests. So from a pollution point of view, we can just sort of leave them there. They're not going to respond to pollution as such. I had this theory as well that if you left them there, it was actually the worms that left them there. It was beneficial because basically it would stop anything from colonising in where the worms were, was my theory, but it didn't actually seem to work that way. I think they do colonise, even if there's already worms there, basically. So we need to kind of tidy this up again. There. There we go. One there. So not connected. Oops. Okay. Right then. We're only just doing damage too, you see. So it's very, very slow with this small production. Doodly 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 doo. Okay. Let us. We'll leave these here, and we will kind of build defences in as we go, I think. Because of how I set this map up. But I need to have, let me think. I think if we take them sort of up, yeah, have them go up and then come back down this way. So if I have a bit of space there, then 3 is normally what we end up with, but we'll obviously build it around a couple. But what we do need to do is have a little production area for gears, pipes and circuits. So how might I do that? Feels like this is going to be the easiest place to do that, I think. I wonder if... Yeah, if I just send that... Well, I need them for green circuits, don't I, really? So if we say that there... Oops. And then the iron there. And then perhaps we have Because I don't really need... I mean, this isn't a row of stone, of steel. So what we're going to put on? We could put... Maybe we could have... What we're going to end up with? We're going to have... Pipes and gears, steel and green circuits, and then iron and copper. Yeah, I think that makes the most sense. So if we combine... Just have it go down here. I guess there's also stone and stone brick, isn't there? That belt is the wrong way around. Stone and stone brick. So those two could go together. We'll then have steel and green circuits. So maybe I just combine these. We'll make them into, yeah, pipes and stuff. Yeah, I think I like that idea. One of the reasons I do this now is because it's sort of semi-fixed, you know, so it's not like a rigid system, which I really quite like. It sort of lets me build in the same way, but I can choose what I want to do each time I do it, sorry. Which suits me down to the ground. So yeah, we need... Stone is going to be a problem in terms of actually like filling this. Because we've only got a tiny amount of stone really here. But yeah, if we take a... But we don't need, we just need to make stone walls, basically. It's the only volume thing. Whoops. For the time being. But yeah, we'll take a separate bit of stone there. So we want to put the circuits on the other side of this belt. Which would be interesting. How about we have that there? In fact, no, if we put that there, we can have stone and stone brick there. We can have the circuits coming down from there. Oh, we've done the car. Excellent. Cool. And yeah. Yeah, if we want to put circuits on one... Oh, I need a bunch of assembly machines, don't I? We also need power. So that will be sort of starting there somewhere. What I could do, could I? I wonder if I could sort of cheat and... Because we should have... I want to space them far enough apart that I can swap roboports in. But I always forget the distances, so what I'm thinking is being very cheeky. I don't think... Have I got anything? I must have something with... It's got to be manufactured. No. Bus build, that's got to have roboports in it somewhere. No? Well, that hasn't. Exit out of that. What about the other sides ones have got to, surely? Surely. Yeah, there's a roboport. So if we, like, plop this down... Where is it? And I can kind of cheat. Basically, do that. And then I'm able to sort of put this... What I could do is we could have the width of a roboport, basically. Yeah, let's do that. And then we just delete that out. We now know kind of the size, like maximum size. Which is that power pole there. And where is it down here? Sort of. Is it here-ish? Yeah. So long as we build within these power poles, you have the belts going the other side. We will be within the width of a roboport. Cool. Because eventually I want to upgrade them. I do upgrade them to logistics chests. Right, where are we? Have we swapped this with a Mundy? And we can have those go up there eventually. But for now, did we make those manufacturing? Yeah, we did. I want to keep calling it. I keep trying to call them manufacturing machines. So we'll just put that there, and then you there. Wait, got that wrong. That. No inserters, obviously. Is that right? Yeah, that one and that one, isn't it? There, and one there. So a couple of them. And we're going to need some long-handeds as well. Because we will take a little spur up for the iron there. Output here. Oh no, that's wrong, isn't it? Where do I want that power pole? There then? That's better. That's more like it. That's your badger. There we go. Doot. Yeah, and the long-handed has made. Cool. Copy that. Not going to build that one in just yet. So take a little grab of copper and then circuits, awesome source. We want this to be iron plate. There. And that's already on the right side, so that's good. Didn't really need to half belt that, did I? I might as well get it to buffer. So that's fine there. Excellent. And then on the other side, we can do the whole pipey gear. Am I going to... yeah, let's just do some belt shenanigans. So, if that needs to be there, I guess, what's the first thing we want to build in our Snakey Bus? Have I got the thing here? Resources, belts. No, I don't, do I? So if I put it on now, that on there. So what do we want to build first? Inserters maybe? In which case it would need to be a feed through, really, wouldn't it? It's the wrong blueprint. It needs. Oh no, that is the right one. Pass through, yeah. Okay. So we want. Wait, which way around is it? 0 would be the yellow, and 1 would be the red. Cool. And then might as well do the same again, because that one and that one is the same thing. Oh, well. This is the halcyon time when you can just run up to smelters and they're absolutely jam-packed full of iron plate and no worries. And eventually we'll be back to having nothing stocked up because we'll be eating everything. I meant to do belts, not inserters, but I did inserters. Let's just do a few. Cool. Yeah, this needs to be then. I guess if we do couple of pipes first, which are there. Yeah, and then gears. Oh, so I'm using, you know, yellow inserters and stuff. They'll be able to go a lot faster. But for now, we might as well just stick with the volume that we can kind of do. That. Still not made that belt. Excellent. But we want like that on the other side, basically. Right. I'm going to do my personal favourite trick. So, in fact, does that not? No, it's one over. But I was going to combine these, wasn't I? So if we go, say, we can do that. Almost looks like it's planned. That one there, sorry. There we go. There we go. Right. Let's just build these in. I don't have that many lights, do I? So maybe we do lights next. Yeah. Maybe we do assembly machines next. In which case we need a couple more. So you need iron plate, gears and green circuits, which is that one, that one, that one. You should be iron plates, gears and yellow ones. So that one. Oh, something got blued up. Oh, you're coming in from there, aren't you? Switch that out. Guess there's no. Yeah, we're not close enough to have coverage. Okay. That must be them. I mean, they could have done an expansion, but it's got to be them, really, haven't they? What are we on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nests, and what looks like probably 2 worms. So it might be a little easier actually than the last one. We had best. What's the coverage? The coverage goes up to there. Okay. Oh, yeah, they actually blew up a belt, right? In fact, 2 belts. Crikey. 3 belts. Dear me. In fact, 4. Why is that? Oh, it's that bit that's damaged. Where do we get to? You just want to finish this, though. Well, in fact, ammo should be next, shouldn't it, really? Gonna do that. Inserter would be that one, that one, that one, and then iron plates, greens. Okay. That. So we do need more gears. Do we want? Yeah, much more. Oops. Boost that to blue. I think I'm going to pop in like better defences. Where does that reach to? Sort of there-ish. We put one there, then there. Not quite sure why they came up here, but got to protect our green circuits. Oh, what's that? Oh, that's the power pole, isn't it? So, we're still not done number 2, but we do have a car now, so I could kill myself by trying to do a bit of the old circle strafe. How much red ammo have we got? Over 100. We've got 330. Is that going to be enough? We need more yet. I haven't been building yet. I forgot to fill the boxes up. Yeah, got nothing in there. It's awesome. Oh, we're not sciencing either. I thought it was taking a very long time. Haven't got the iron plate. Got enough in there for a little while. We'll put. I mean, you know what? The red and the green science will be part of the Snakey Bus as well. I call it Snakey Bus because it's like doubles back on itself basically, so it ends up looking like a snake, really long snake. Okay, I think I'm going to put a path in here with all these bricks that I've got. And then probably want a little bit more copper, but not too much. What are you waiting for? Oh, I didn't put iron plate in there, did I? Right. Put it in there. And we can put more in there. Right, good, good. So these aren't, I said this before, the ratios aren't accurate, they just give a good approximation. And did I put iron plate in there? I did. It is eating away at it, which is good to see. And then we can handcraft a load as well. I should also make sure I've got some shotgun shells. So, plan this time. Oh, I didn't get coal, did I? Let's grab some coal from there. Yeah, plan this time will be to try and do circle strafe. Fail, die, and then do something else. I never change my character card. I always forget to do this. What do we want to go with? Let's go with... Oh, it's quite a nice purple. Purpley pink. Yeah. Put some fuel in. And some AP ammo. So, we'll do a reconnoiter. There's trees there. That's not going to be very helpful. What have we got? Oh, we've got a cliff, have we? I see. So there's nothing anywhere nearby. The cliff is going to make this very tricky. But also give us a little bit of advantage. But oh, so there are 4 worms there. 5 worms. So it is a little bit bigger. But yeah, we can put these here, you see. And it's effectively giving us like a wall on top. But we will use these as our runny away place. If we can. It's going dark, isn't it? We're doing well. I need to come the other way, really, don't I? So we'll see if I can not get killed. It's dark again. Okay, it's one down. I think we'll go for our running. Oh no, 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 no. Yeah, it gives us an advantage, you see, because effectively a free wall. Right, let's hop out. Quick repair. Let's see if we can't. It's really tricky in the dark. The big risk with circle strafing is hitting things, basically. Like trees and rocks and things like that. So when it's dark, I can't see where those are. You'd be an idiot to try this. So let's sort of park up on the side here. Nice. Quick repair. How are we doing? So we've still got 4 left, but 2 of them have taken some damage. So there's one gone. Can I get you in one pass? Yes, I can. Nearly hit that rock. Again, we don't have to worry about the worms, because they're not going to send any attack groups, really. One gone. Last one nearly there. Wow, I managed to not do a die. Cool. Doo-ba-doo-ba-doo. Yeah. Impressed with myself. Okay. Hit them fairly soon. Oh well. It's just another reminder to get the old whatchamacallit on the game. We will put in one here. But we'll integrate the actual turrets into this now. What do I mean by that? I guess I mean that every so often we need to leave a gap and put a turret, basically. But we'll do it because this sort of gives coverage to these. We'll do it on the second row. Okay. Now, since we are having trouble with our native friends, let's make ammo, and we can make both. In fact, that's not the one I want, is it? I want pass through as well, because what we want to do is I don't mind if this. I don't need to make the piercing ammo at rate. In fact, it'd be advantageous not to, but I'll leave it for now. So 0 then needs to be that. That needs to be that, and that needs to be that as well. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. So one of them, one of them, one of them. Tick. There we go. Now we're going to need 3. Oh, yeah, we've got 2s and one more. Oh, and we're out of valve. So you're just iron plate. Look, you see, now we've got 4 stacks of inserters and stuff. Look, blue ones as well. The power of automation. Takes people a while to get that, I've noticed. It probably took me a while to get it as well, but like the point of the game is just to automate everything. You just sort of, it just feels easier to handcraft everything, I guess. Okay. So that's just the, if we do that as maybe 2 of them and like 4 of them, let it chug away, like plenty of ammos. Next up then, I guess we could do, what could we do? If we did, what? Maybe we do power poles? Oh, that's the wrong thing. So if I do them as that, because we want wires for power poles. Yeah. So if we put wires there, wooden power poles, yeah, wooden boxes there, because we only got 1 extra thing. Oh, that's the wrong way around, isn't it? Oh well. 0 and 2, okay. So that needs to be the power poles. In fact, why don't I, because I could do, we've only got a little bit of space before we end for the thing, we end the row. So if we do that one, is that right? No, I don't think I want to do that. How about, I'm trying to think in terms of ones that I could double up and stuff. It doesn't really matter, but it's nice, you know. We could just stick in circuits or something. Because basically the point, oh, we could do, yeah, why don't we do repair packs, just as a nice simple one. And something else, maybe, maybe pipe to grounds? No, don't want to do them there. I could do, no, shotgun shells I would need to do elsewhere. We could always do this, yeah, we could do walls maybe. So what was I going to do? I was going to do, I've forgotten. Repair packs and walls, okay. So we want that one. And it doesn't matter which is which, we will just go repair packs and walls. Keep running out of belt, that's got to be our next set. Things to build. Let's actually steal from the furnaces. We'll also... No, not red belt. So yeah, we're a little bit far off that, aren't we? But that's fine. Senators. There. 2 assembly machines. Okay. I didn't put that as a filter, did I? Idiot. So we're getting pollution on the belt. There we go. So you need circuits and gears. Gears and circuits. And you just need stone brick, but lots of them. Okay. So yeah, we know that if we might as well, so there's a bit of a easier time, put it there. Excellent. So what we do here then is we like cross things, cross the streams basically. So that goes to there, whoops, that to there. Now these poke out the end. Again. And then our first machine can be building from that. 1, 2, 1, 2. But we need to remember to include we've done the damage. Cool. That'll make life easier. Are we going to do anything? I guess we should do the speed as well. I would quite like to get... Hello, Nebulaura. Welcome, welcome. How is progress since last stream? Not too bad, not too bad. I took out those biters that were in the cloud, or very near to the cloud. And what do we want to do? So we should have at least 10 minutes of freedom. I could build that, and then we can put... Yeah, if we... It's only cheap, that. But we need to do belts first, really. Make our lives a little easier. Now, we will build... Because we can also do labs, can't we? Yeah, so if we do one... It wouldn't need to be a pass-through, would it? No, so if we go... If we make one, the labs, and then that's belts, then if we put, say... Because for both... Because I want to do reds as well. Just red belts, though. We don't need them to be kind of stacked up. So how would I do that? If I put in a separate one of these, like there, but that's not the right way around, is it? We need to turn that around. So if we put one in there as well, and then one, well, 0 is the yellow belt, and then that's the red belt. So then our yellow belt maker for these, it's both stacking up, but it's making 2 other things, so that's a reasonable demand on its resource. So I need 3 assembly machines for those. You need gears, green circuits. Actually, I'm going to go and steal the... In fact, I normally put paths on this as well, but... Yeah. How about we go down here, maybe? Yes, not too bad. It's progressing. Just getting into the sort of proper automation of stuff, really. We will build out... I'll try and... What I usually try and do, it's like one of my... I don't know about tips, but one of the things I recommend, particularly for newer players, is not to just rush ahead and research everything, because red and green unlocks an insane amount of stuff compared to some of the other sciences. And then you suddenly find yourself, wait, I've got 500 things to build. What do I do? What do I do next? So we will take this yellow ammo. We will take these belts. And then we will realise that we completely forgot to bring any material with us. So yeah, we'll try and build, basically we'll try and build this out with stuff and things. Oops. What I do need to do, and I've completely forgotten to do, is include these turrets. Don't know if we're going to do it like that. Okay. Let's fill the belt out. I guess the other question with that is where... So really we actually want it maybe there somewhere. gears, green circuits, and obviously the belt. So we would go that one, and then your iron plate and gears, which is those two, and your even insane numbers of gears, which we will limit by using a yellow inserter. And also it's obviously capped at the thing. Okay. Then what we're going to make then? So if we make more belts, I guess. If we do it with maybe, because both of these both use belts, basically use yellow belts. So that we have lots of belts stacked up, why don't we build separate belts of them? So what would it be? It would be 0 would be, no, it wouldn't. 0 would be the belts, and that's the undies. Where does the next one of them roughly need to be? They're going to be quite close, aren't they? I guess we'll get more coverage as we build the depth of them. But yeah, we're only going to get a few machines each time, really. Not sure about that. So that would be iron plates again. And gears. So long-handed there. One more iron plate. Just that one. So yeah, if we build, say, that one, so the 0 again is belts. That's splitters. And we'll pop it in there. Could do a design incorporating guns, couldn't I? So we want gears again, right, and then your circuits aren't here. Right, we could probably do, I would guess, with increasing the number of these. Are you? Yeah, you need proper reds really as well. Reds, blues. Cool. In here, what I could put in here, couldn't I? I could put a. I don't actually have a single one, do I? No, they always assume that we're doing. Huh. I was going to put the thingy. Maybe if I put it on top like that. So it would be 0, I guess. The undergrounds, basically. Yeah. A bit of a strange way of doing it, but there you go. Put them there. Nice. Yeah, so that's well within our size. Okay. Next row then. Two, pop it there. Two, pop it there. Because that will come up there. That'll be. It's just ghosting for the time being. Needs to be outside of that, really, doesn't it? Somewhere. We do have a bit of spare room to hop these. Oh, no undergrounds. Hop these over, so over there maybe. Next row, give or take. Cool. So I need to incorporate that as well. What have we got then? What have we got and what we're missing? We've done the blue machines, so we could set up a bit of a manufacturing there. They don't need anything else, do they? It's like steel and gears and coal. Oh, so it is a pass-through one because we want to make the blue as well. 0 is our grey, 1 is our blue. Excellent. Ow, I've missed a line then, haven't I? That needs to be there. Okay. If we put our turret there. Yeah, you see we're getting sort of a depth of coverage going on. You need steel and stuff, don't you? So your gears... in fact, we'll just use yellow steel as well. Gears, steel, and green. Oh, that's fine then. Green circuits, gears, and iron plate. Iron plate. Yeah. Cool. So that'll get us a bit of a more automated manufacturing of the things to automate the manufacturing. So, what I was wanting to do, because we could put the boxes, would that work? Then I'm going to have to do just a sort of custom one, a custard one. If we do, it wouldn't be a pass-through, would it? No, it'd be normal like that. So 0 then is, where am I going to put the... Yeah, that would work. If we go wooden chest there, and then those temporarily, and then if we turn this one round, and then that's the boxes. Apparently it's heresy me using boxes, and apparently that's not allowed. So put that in there. So we've put all the wood in there. And that'll make us a stack of boxes. And then this also gets wood there. So we then have to put in... what would it be? It would be... If we use one of the... No, we can do a pass-through. Like that. It's the other way around. It would be... Flip it like that. No, flip it like that. Yes, so that then is wires, and that's the power poles. Cool. So you need copper. Oh. So that then will keep us in wooden power poles for a little while. We do have we can unlock the other ones, but yeah, I don't really have a use for them just yet, or a need for them just yet. So if we take that one though, you see, as like a pass-through one. I don't have any turrets, do I? That's a bit annoying. Should have put one in there. Should have put one in there. So I need to get rid of all this. So we can put a turret in there. Don't know why I opened it up, but I did. Right. Wood back. Oops. Cool. And what I was then going to do is we put a lights. Which would be a... I guess it's one of them, really, isn't it? So 2 now needs to go back to being them. And that's lights there. Oops. So you need circuits and one light. And then we can put another nice little turret in there. That'd probably end up maybe better there. Cool, cool, cool. I just pulled my speaker off the back of my desk. Kicked a wire. Cool, that's alright then. I was worried it was the internet. Oh, 5:20 already, cracking. How are we doing on pollution? Oh, it's not doing too bad. I was sort of assuming we'd have like really annoyed these guys by now. But I guess it's spreading out, isn't it? And I'm not actually... Well, I've got all this sort of smelting set up. It's all very passive, you know, it's not really... You know, I'm not actually filling 2 belts of iron plate, or, you know, it's just that we're not using it. So I guess the pollution's not actually being produced as heavily as you might think. But they are clearly going to get hit fairly soon. Yeah, I think these settings are a bit too much, you know, for the biters. But it's also obviously not being helped. I've then deliberately done desert, you know, and so I'm making my own problem worse, as it were. So it's my own fault. Okay, so we have boxes. Do we have that many? Okay. Now I did see some trees that we could. So we got trees down here. How about we just go and punch some trees for a bit? Get these dead ones as well. So the parameterization thing is working really well, I think, because there'd be a lot more manual setting of stuff if I didn't have that. And it's a lot slower. It does require me to think about things. I guess I'll get a bit more practice with it, really. But, you know, like what's going into what. But then I have to do that anyway. Okay, so that's a little bit of extra wood. We could put the power poles in the chest as well, stop it making them. I wonder if maybe... No, I'll leave it for now. What was I going to do? Yeah, so we'll put those in there, you see, it won't make any more of them. Put those in there, and we'll get some boxes. We have quite a full stack because it's made of a stack of the blues, which is always nice. I never even hooked that up. Because I'm an idiot. Let's go around then. Our first proper restock. Blue inserters as well. Ammos. 200 of your finest piercing ammos. As well as hundreds of... I should put them in a box really as well, shouldn't I? Oh, well. What I will do, thinking about it, since I'm in my paranoid over-defending phase. Let's boost up the blues. We've got 4 stack now of repair packs. Oh, I can way boost that. Let's just let it chug away. 10 labs. 10 labs. 10 labs. Okay. Belts. I didn't increase these sizes, did I? Let's grab the reds. Just so that we got them. But yeah, I should bump all of these up. So we should have like 400 there. That should be 2 anyway. I couldn't find it. There's not a way in the parameterizing to get it to do... Because this isn't a number. You can't change a number. And it didn't let you properly change numbers anyway. It's all a bit sort of... not quite there, as it were, with that stuff. But that's fine. I could also... I guess I could stick some... If we sort of move that over. Just so that we've got the... regular pipes in a box as well. Maybe do 2 stacks of them. 2 stacks of them. Cool. Did it make some more of those? It did. Excellent, excellent. The boxes. Couple those ones we're okay with. 4 stack of lights. Look at that. I put the lights next to the boxes, basically, because that's then like a very instant visual cue during the night. You can't really see very much. Oh, that's where my resources are. We did all those lights. I didn't do that one. Oh. So, where are we? What have we built and what have we not built? We could build the mining drills... next. What sort of... yeah, that might fit in quite well there. So we will build... it's just a single, isn't it, really? So I don't have a single build. That's a bit of a flaw in the master plan. But we'll put that there anyway. In fact, we'll put it... do it the other... no. We build... come on, brain. Let's just build... well, we want... yeah, just put it in there. So it's the 0. We'll make the mining drills. We're okay with that. Take that one out. And... in fact, I'll move it up, I think. If we put that... just there, say. Oh. It's interesting that it did... what should we call it? Parameterising thing. That's very messy, isn't it? Oh well. Oh well. So you need iron plate, gear wheels, and green circuits. Gear wheels, circuits, iron plate. No, that's just to do a stack of it. Okay. I love this phase of the game because everything's like the recipes are all exactly the same, basically. It's all just iron plates, gear wheels, few pipes, you know. I guess we won't have pumps, will we? But we could do offshore pumps. So we've got some of them. It's obviously we're not going to have very many offshore pumps on the go because we don't have much water. So where are we? So the steel chests I would do, but I need to set them up so that I've got room to at least build, say, storage chests. So that needs to be a pass-through. Do I want to do that next? Might as well, I guess. Let's do you there. So it needs to be a pass-through one. like that. So we do 0 as the steel chests, and then we'll just leave the symbol for when we eventually have storage chests. And you just need steel. Cool. We've got yellow belts, some red belts. We've got all of the inserters. We've got the pipes. Car, we obviously don't need to bother. I haven't got anywhere putting stone brick in a box, have I? I could do that. Obviously this is eating most of the stone brick, but if we do, say, maybe if I put it there with a filter, like so, box, just let it chug away, fill that up. So got everything there being made. We don't have the power stuff. We should, and pumps. Oops. So yeah, if we do, we could put a turret in there. Yeah, we don't seem to be polluting too much. Cool. Yeah, we've also got to leave room for this theoretical roboport. So we ideally want something that's just a one-er. And if well, let's just put it in as maybe we put in, if I just, so it wouldn't be that one, it would be that one. I could put in engines. Is it the 0? No, it's the 1. We do it like that. And then we can have another turret here. I keep opening them up, I don't know why. Like that. But that's not going to be ideal, because really I want to put engines into pumps. So what would we want to swap that for? I guess we could do the boilers. Excuse me. Not boilers, steam engines. Yeah, let's do steam engines. Cool. And I want a couple of stacks of them, really. So that'd be plate, gear wheels, and pipes. Cool. We have no gear wheels. Because it's using them up. Using up the iron plate. Okay, that's fine. That is fine. Okay, so say theoretical roboport. And then how about we do the pass through of steam engines as well. So we want boilers rather. So 0 would be the stone furnaces, and then 1 would be the boilers. Cool. Yeah, I'm really liking this. Now that I've got the parameterized thing. So it does require me to think a bit, which is always painful, obviously. Okay. Okay. So you're just regular stone, aren't you? Yeah. Which is there. And then you add on pipes. Which is there. How are we doing with power? I've added a lot of stuff. Yeah, not too bad. I do want to check again. Let's grab some more piercing ammo. Never hurts to have piercing ammo. So, what have we got left? All we've really got is the offshore pumps, and then military bits and pieces. Because we're not making turrets yet. We need to make turrets. Turrets are nothing complicated. Pumps don't require... Well, pumps require engines, offshore pumps do not. So we're going to need something else to start building, aren't we? So I've got the ammo already. I haven't got grenades, have I? But then I haven't got any coal coming this way. We do radar, I guess. And shotguns. Would shotguns fit in nicely there? Yeah, how about we put shotgun in here? Because that's a pass-through one. So we would do 0 is your regular ones. And eventually we will get piercing shotguns. So you need iron and copper. Just those two. Cool. Let's extend the snake. Yeah, and we just kind of repeat this pattern. Eventually, you know, we do need to add things on. Like, for example, coal. We'll have to figure some way of fiddling that in. But the next big job with it really is to do science. What I could probably do is put maybe red and green in here somehow. And then just have a little science area there. Because we do have this coal. So we turn that into grenades. And do military as well. So we have some piercing arrow and stuff, but it's not going to hurt to make a few more. Never does. How are we doing with the pollution? Not too bad. I keep being surprised, but I don't know why. Yeah, so that would be covered. Cool. So we've not got, what have we not got? Again, we've got the steel chest, we've got belts, we've got inserters, we've got pipes, we've got lights, we're all good, we've got pair packs, engines, drills. Haven't done offshore pumps, so we could do them in conjunction with... I mean, I haven't got anywhere putting green circuits in a box, have I? How about we do that just quickly? Or steel, or iron plate. So, okay, we probably need a little... I did do green circuits, and I put the pipes in. So how about we have a couple of boxes like here. Maybe one there and one there. So you'll do copper. Just makes them easier to access, you know. So it gives me a place to dump stuff. And then that's just automatically on. That's all it's got access to. Don't know why I said that differently, but I did. And then we're going to fit that in. If we go, maybe we do something a bit weird. Because we can go steel there, maybe. stacks. And then if we just put wooden circuits there, just the one stack. Okay. Managed to distract myself as per. I was doing offshore pumps with what? What am I building? I guess we could. Well, we could build the radar, but why don't we do a little thing here? Since we have got this coal, how about we just build some grenades here using a special pull down of them. I will build 2 sets because they're very slow. Well, they're very useful for killing trees. Grenades, but we don't have that many trees, so not the biggest concern. But yeah, we need to bring. How about we do that instead? And then we could bring a special line of coal down. Oh, that one. That. There. Right, let's just build it in. And get some rando turrets on it. I haven't built turrets yet, have I? But yeah, we need something. Something is going. We need to do research basically. So what do we want to move on to next? I guess fluids would be good. So we could start thinking about, you know, oil and blue science and stuff. We do have some buffs we could do if we want to use up science, but what we really need to do is we need to build a little bit of red and green science in this Snakey Bus. See, really we need things like electric distribution and all that sort of stuff. We could do the research speed. Yeah, let's do I think we'll do buffs basically. So if we do the second, because then it's into military science, isn't it? Yeah, so we do that as well. I'll go and stick a load of stuff in the boxes, and we'll focus more on. I think I want that next, really, don't I? Actually, we'll do that so that I can make that, and then. So we'll do like the tool belt and excuse me. Yeah, we'll save actual. If I could do a first grenade, I never remember. It's like the third one where suddenly a grenade is able to destroy an entire tree. Oops. Okay. And then didn't grab any mining drills. Oh dear. Oops. Just put the one in. So. Where are they? Okay. They also need iron plate. I haven't hooked that in. so. And we will bump that up. Come on. Cool. So we need turrets and radars. Might as well do them next. Separate build, so just whack them in. Doesn't matter which is which. Turrets and radars. Gears, green circuits, okay, so gears, circuits, plate. No. And iron, copper, and gear wheels. I'm very inconsistent with how I call them, aren't I? Cogs and gears and teethy things. Teethy things. I think actually we will give that a fast one. Because they are quite expensive, actually, turrets, really. In fact, maybe we'll give it 2. Only thing we haven't got, well, we just made military science, we can make that as well, but the only thing we therefore haven't got is offshore pumps. And given, I think I'm not going to build them, because we have so little water. It sort of doesn't matter. I can just hand make them when I need them. There's oil. Oh, that's convenient. That's right next to the water. That's good. I was thinking we'd have to go out and find some oil, but if it's right up there... Damn, that is good. Okay. How about we put in, say, if we have another turret there, maybe end up with one maybe there, or yeah. Cool. Right, so red and green science. Now we're going to do them slightly differently, basically. We go sort of off-piste for the Snakey Bus build. I said that without actually having a plan of how I'm going to build them. I mean, the red science we can just stick in, because, you know, it's just gears and copper. But then green science, because what I'm thinking, I'll just put them on, you know, on either side, basically like this. Because they only need access to, maybe I'll move that up a bit. And then I can build the, because we'll give them their own, you know, oops. Belts and thingy build. So we'll have the actual science going up there. Because then I can try and fit in, squeeze just a little bit of, you know, military there. I'm not going to do it, go mad with that. But yeah, we can then have what can we have? We need to build, because I guess if the insertory one was there, I guess that needs to be a little bit wider, doesn't it? And then I could put it down Oops. Just have the the belts and the inserters. And going down the middle there. Obviously that's slightly further, but we don't need them at, they build like twice as fast basically, so that's all fine and good. So go there, there and say there. And then the circuits there. We don't have is the iron plates and gears, do we? Because that would be going up that way. And this would be going up. We'll put it there, so. There. It's relatively easy to solve, though. I'm just wondering if yeah. Because it needs both gears and things. So how about rather than do that, I just take a sort of spur off here. And we do the old undy steely thing. And same one here. So that would be the same one. Oh. Messy, but whatever. That there, that there. So that input from there. Output. There. Oops. What you? Oh, it's not got that. Gears. And then light on it. Now, turret coverage. We'll put one in there. And one there. And I think we're sorted. Yeah, it's fine. Cool, so that then sends red and green sciences this way. So we can grab all of our labs. Our oodles and oodles of labs. Oops. Or 10 anyway. And build these. Let's build them. So we kind of want to do something military here as well. So maybe get military coming in there, maybe. And then we want scratch me that. We always do a bit of pass through there as well. I'm not a massive fan of doing that with labs. I know a lot of people do that. But to me, you always end up with a period where the lab isn't doing anything. You're right, so long as you go sort of 1 or 2 deep. But when you get sort of 5 deep, the ones at the front are just literally doing nothing because they're always having their bottles being taken out and passed to the next one. So it just becomes pointless, really. So it's usually alright with 1 or 2 labs, and 60-second silences are obviously fine. So we need lots more belts. But we have lots more belts. This is the advantage. God, I love this game. What else? We can grab some manufacturers or assembly machines to use the actual name. Cool. I guess I could see if I got... Oh, we got steel chests now. We can do trains and everything. Take them. Yeah, we got some turrets. Good, good. We obviously want to turret these guys up as well. It's our most precious thing, science. So let's give it a good coverage. Where have I put that? That's actually not... There is it? It's like there. Just copy paste it and then we'll fill in the blanks. So I've left two, it's like it's on a power pole and 1, 2, so it's on a power pole, 1, 2, so it would be there, okay. That's good. In fact, why don't we make one of these AP ammo, since science is our very lifeblood. Cool. Actual science is sciencing now. We like that. I didn't end up with nothing in there. Well done. Actual science is sciencing. You're not doing anything. Yes, you are. I probably need to put blue inserters on these, don't I? Yeah. Cool. Okay. Let's bring this up and see if we can't maybe get some military on the go as well, so that would be going that way. Alright? Yeah. Okay, so I want to fit some military in this sort of area. Say not too much, I'm not... Just so that, you know, it'll sort of sit on a belt a bit and kind of stack up, basically. So, how do I want to do it then? If I'm thinking that, maybe we just have, say... Because we can also obviously store like the, you know, the walls and stuff. So maybe I'll move it one down actually. So we could put like a box here, making one thing. So if this is, if we end up with say 2 military sciences. We didn't need anything directly on the bus. We could maybe somehow... I wonder if we could wangle... If we could underground both of those and then just feed across, we could use them directly. Yeah, I like that idea. So if we move this up, so if that goes... Whoops. If we go under you across there. And I can run a belt that way. So I wanted 2. Yeah. It didn't really work, did it? Well, I could, yeah, I could do it. Because that's like the output. And we could just have a underground here. Pull that across like that. And about there. So we'll steal some from there. And we can load it then into both of those. We will... I wonder maybe about almost doing like a swap seek. Unfortunately this is... because we need AP ammo, not regular. We don't want hundreds of boxes making... 100 machines making stone brick. But we do have access to it there, you see. So perhaps we sort of split these, maybe. And they can just sort of take that way. So it'll have stone brick then. It'll have grenades for both of them. And then we can just make... maybe if I move that up. So if this is making the AP ammo, or busy ammo, and then do I want to put it in a box? I could. I mean, what I could maybe do is direct feed there. So it doesn't stop me doing spaghetti. This, because we could then have maybe a box of it there, and then that's. Because we need iron plate, you see. We also need copper and stuff, so that's not actually a good place for that, really, is it? Well, I could steal from there, couldn't I? So we need copper, steel... yeah, so we could get the steel directly like that. And then... perhaps if I do move that down... so we go like that, maybe? Why are you not making anything? No gear wheels. Somebody's put in a huge amount of demand for gear wheels. And not enough iron to supply it. Ah, here we go. We've hit our... we were never actually producing this amount of iron. Okay. So if this was the bricks... so the walls, rather. Do 1 stack of them. And then we want to power that up. And it needs... put that on there then. That gives us some stone walls. Cool. That's not really making them quick enough to be a problem. And then... yeah, that needs copper, but the other one needs thingies. So if we go put a box in there, and bring, oops, iron and copper to there. Roll around like that, because we've got the line here. So I can just take a little spur there, like so. Now I've got to get the actual bottles out. I could do, if I tweak this, I do that. Make that pull out of there. And then that could be a long-handed. There. How does that help me? I could do an output there. And one there as well. Or it's going to get the grenades on it. Like that. There we go. Why aren't you making anything? You got no... Oh, that's not set to ammo. There we go. I guess we should make that blue. Oops. So that's all the way around as well. So I'll get steel from there. Cool. Do we have turret coverage? Not really. Awesome. We haven't even got any stone brick either. Where have they all gone? In fact, where's our stone gone at all? Have I just completely emptied? I have, look, none left there at all. Crikey, we need to rip all that up then. Our nearest stone, I think, isn't... Yeah, it's way up there as well. So, when we head up to do oil, we should grab that stone as well. Because I think that's it, stone. In the vicinity. Ah, those guys are now getting a dose of pollution. Same here. Oh no. No, that's not actually hitting them. Okay. Okay. Because we're getting into 3, 6, 9, even bigger in this territory then. Okay. Let's have a look at power. Because I suspect... No, no, we're okay. But I guess not everything is running, is it, at all? What do we want to do first? Oh, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. That's a cliff there, isn't it? That's going to be very difficult to circle strafe around for me. Might have to revert back to turrets. Do we want to do that now, though? Or do we want to expand things up a bit? Because if we want more of this iron, I'm going to have to punt these. Oh no, I can fit a bunch in there. So the kind of grand plan with this, basically, is that this Snakey Bus, this design, will take us up to... get one in there, didn't I? And why is that not being exploited? In fact, the hecking's away down there. Yeah, this should take us up to... And let's miss that one as well. I've obviously not started that in the right place at all, have I? Up to kind of bots, maybe? And then I'll probably build something resembling a bus, like a small one. Just because I know it's a reliable way of doing stuff. And then hopefully that'll get us into space. And then we'll be in the territory of, like, the point of this series, which is the exploring how you do parameterization. Can we parameterize platforms and things like that? I do not know. It's going to be fun to find out. What do I want to do? Go down there, maybe feed it in there. Yeah, I think I will move these turrets up. So I want something, say, maybe... Well, I want that one, and then maybe there. Yeah. There. And there. I don't think I have much regular in there, do I know? Let's go and grab some of that then. I was meant to be doing the stone, wasn't I? I just instinctively went to the iron. Oh. Oh yeah, I can take these out now. Get rid of them. And... Oh, did I... I didn't do engines, did I? Because I was all like, oh, I want to do it with pumps. No. Just killed the load-bearing power pump. Okay. How are we doing? We want ammo. No. And in fact, it might as well just do a general stock up. Keep kicking that speaker. Let's grab some more walls. Got them. AP ammo, might as well round it off. Blue inserters. Red inserters, still got loads of yellow. Don't think we need all of this steel on us. All this copper. Iron plate and in fact circuits we will take a few more. Chuck there. And plate we will have top that off. Pipe. Oh, I got loads of pipe. I guess yeah, it's been making a load, hasn't it, in the thingy. Gonna need lots more belt. Let's just take all the miners. Oh, I didn't need the lights. Oh well. Power poles, yes, please. Boxes. Okay. Already got a stack of assemblers. We took a stack of them. Don't need power. Shotgun shells. Nice. And then that's all the sciencey stuff. We should have a stack of grenades at least. Not got enough lights on this. I didn't put lights on science either. I must need a radar surely as well. Yeah. Was that what we needed? No, we will get more. Right then. So I guess the other thing I should mention, I mentioned it on a few streams as well while I'm messing about with this, is that next Friday a set of quick, in quotations, tutorials will be going live on the chat on my YouTube channel. Even if they're not things that would be useful to you, you know, you may be sort of beyond that stage, it would be useful to have people's sort of feedback on them, because are we going to start all the fluids and all that sort of stuff? Yeah, because it's not a style, it's a new style, I'll say, it's a new way of doing it, and the idea is for it to be a lot quicker to record, and for me not to write a 40-page script and not even be halfway done and what have you. So if we're going to go for oil and stuff, we probably need to be, you know, making large power poles, so we'll do them. But yes, so the idea is for that to be another option, but I'm not really sure on it. So even if, as I say, it's not telling you anything you don't know, giving it a watch and feeding back on whether you think it's viable. And you have to bear in mind it's the first one, so so they will get better anyway as I get more practiced in it, but you know, it's more in line with how a lot of people do tutorials and stuff, where they just sort of hit record and start talking. But I've always tended to prefer a more sort of edited style of stuff. But it does take a long time, you know. I guess I should do landfill as well, but in fact, actually, it's only 50, that'll do. But yeah, we want to go going solar as well, so don't turn all of our coal into electric trickery. But I don't think I'm fussed about some of them just yet. Am I leaving it there? Yeah, let's take that off. Okay, so give us some more things to build. Push this back a bit as well. I'm gonna do something a bit messy here, because I realised I sort of didn't orientate these properly. There you go. Here's what it is. Let's see if I put that up there. And I can take this one down and feed it into this bottom one. Because then we're getting closer to a couple of belts worth of iron. So, power demand, what's that done? Oh yeah, we need to bolster that up. In fact, let's just go through. much have I actually got on there? I've got, because there are no turret coverages. I need to put them on. We got 2, 4, 6, 8 boilers and 16. So how many have I got? I got 20. Oh, yeah, let's put all of them on then. So we only want 10 of those, don't we? Cool. We've got pipes. Put turrets in. Have we got turrets in a box? Yeah. Always got turrets in a box. Yes, so those go live 25th. There'll be, I think there's 4 of them, 5 of them. I can't remember that. As I aim is to do even more, but I'm kind of waiting on the reception. See if people do actually think they work or what have you. I mean, I'm sure I get loads of people going, nah, that's not how you do it. That's terrible and rubbish. And I can ignore those people. So we want 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. Turrets then. In fact, let's make them pillboxes. Let's make it a bit closer. Yeah. There. So, I did really enjoy doing the Rail World last time, but it was just a bit too passive for me. I did quite enjoy messing about with the military side of the game as well. Particularly as I sort of showed off last time, the building walls and all that sort of stuff. I find that very fun. Oops. It's nice to be putting in some defences again. Surprised we haven't had another visit from our friends in the north. Okay, so that's electric energy distribution. Okay, so we've got nice coverage there. Do have a tiny little gap there technically, don't we? But all they would knob on is the last crashed spaceship. And pollution? Yeah, both of them are getting hit now. Okay. Okay. Have we done? So we'll be into needing military science for the next set of buffs. Or to get ourselves defender capsules. They changed the icons on these. Because that's now like meant to be, it's like it's an actual capsule. So it looks like a capsule with, and that's what's in it. So the actual drone, the robot, is in that, and they changed all of them actually. They look kind of neat, I think. So because it is literally now a capsule, which it never was. Can we get rid of this? I guess we could, but yeah, that's what I do. In fact, why don't I? No, let's just leave it. I didn't do the stone, did I? Or coal. We could do more coal as well. So that was defunct. Good. Oh, we've still got these guys. Okay. So if we maybe do one kind of going there. Something like that. Like that. And then yeah, we'll pick all of this up. I think I just disconnected my entire power supply. Okay, and then yeah, all of these are dead. Okay. Are they? Let's, if we do a separate, if we take one down here maybe. I guess I should put, if I do, yeah, I better put a turret in because it could take out my entire load bearing power plant. Yeah, just a bit of backup there. Okay. So can I weave these round in such a way I don't have to bother about coal pollution? Maybe put you there. That one's there, but then I could do one there as well. Like that. It's not far off, is it? Well, those two have to go back in. Oops. Oh, it's a rock there. We didn't find a single big, or well, it's huge rock, you know. Betrayed me. It betrayed me. That's not very nice, is it? In terms of effectively giving basically no throughput. Cool. Okay. And while we're here, and as we've expanded the power, we might as well expand the copper too. Railway as well. Okay, some more stuff for me to build. Good. Just trying to minimise the bits they pick up. So if there wasn't pollution before, there really is going to be now, isn't there? Okay. Has it made any military science? Has any of that happened at all? Doesn't look like it, does it? Is that because I messed it up? we don't have stone brick, because I've literally just added that on, and it'll fill that box first. So how about we go and cap that box? For one thing, I could chuck this coal away, couldn't I? So yeah, if we cap this down, whoops, to that, and it won't take any from there. But why is it not? Oh, they're just starting to make stone brick now. Cool. But yeah, stone brick is our most limited patch. Uh, 668, 611, 629, and obviously suddenly 2.1 million. 200k, what are you? You're like, yeah, 9 million. Yeah, so I did enjoy the rail world, but it was just too passive. Gotta have somebody trying to kill me. I end up with one sort of there-ish, aren't I? So yeah, we can't do any more military sciences. Well, it looks like we have made a very tiny number. We've got a couple in the thing, but not going to be enough for any of the actual... You know, we've not got 100, I'm sure. So, if we focus more on, like, the oil, the fluid, I'll just do them anyway, and the rail. In fact, let's maybe do rail first, so I can build the signals. Yeah. So oil is our next big job. I like that they tidied that up as well. Because it was, so I know it came from like, it was like a super legacy version of the game, one of the earliest versions, where there was all sorts of more rail sciences, but it never made sense that you did like 5 rail sciences. And it wasn't that many, but you get my point. We do have circuit networks available, crikey. These feel like the next step for actual like material. We've kind of got enough iron and copper, not so much stone, but to keep us going. But when we get to our next patches, we want to be boosting up to higher production and maybe using trains. But we can do oil simply by pumping it down, basically. So we could also do solar. I think we'll just leave it at those for the time being, and I'll see if I can't build the extra things. What are those extra things? They are power poles. Okay. Pumps, there we go. So how about we do them? We do engines and pumps. Where does that want to go? It's sort of... It's like one down from the belt, isn't it? So it's sort of there. That's not the pass-through version though, is it? No, it's normal one. There we go. So 0 needs to be the pumps, engines, and then 1 is the pumps. Cool, cool, cool. And you need, in fact, blue for them, I think. That. Steel engines and pipes. Steel engines, pipes, in fact. But why don't I use my first blue machine? And then what next did we do? Well, tanks are best we do in the fluid wagons. So how about we do the power bits? But we need sticks and copper cables. They make them quite painful and I don't know why. So we do... Because we need both, don't we? So if we go like that... Is that... Well, I think it that way round. Yeah, so if we go... And then... One is the actual... like large power poles. Two can be... Doesn't really matter, but let's call it... Or maybe I should put... rail on the other side. So if we do sticks... Aren't they used in something random like... Oh, we'll do them later. But then that would be the cables. Yeah, they're used in like displays or something. Utterly random. So you need iron plate, don't you? You need steel. And you need copper things. But then we can do a flip round of it. Alright, no, that like that. No, like that. Yeah. And then 0 then is the cables again. 1 is the medium power poles. And 2 is the sticks. So you need light. And I'll put a... We'll do this as a... we don't want... We want add in, I guess, because then we'll put rail, and that one can be the sticks again. We want to obviously hundreds of them. That should be at least 2, and it also needs steel, doesn't it? So we've got you making sticks. It's lacking sticks there. We need to make that a red. Sorry, blue. Serta. Same on that one. So that needs steel as well as stone. Okay. I've set that higher. 2 stacks of them. 1 stack of them. Pumps are dragging away. Cool. Excellent. I didn't put particularly many turrets in, did I? Let's get one in there then. Oops. Get the key presses wrong. How are we doing? Oh, it's 20 to 7. No wonder. Shame to have this sort of space here without anything in it. What could I use? What could I fill in there? I guess we could do the other rail bits, like the engines and stuff. Put the signals in there, maybe. When they're done. Oh, why did that drop to 0 science? Oh, that would be when I wasn't actually doing science. Why are you not? Well, that one's not running because it's not got. Oh, because it can't put anything on the bell. Oh look, we are doing military sciences, and we have military sciences on the bus, on the belt. They're on both sides. Do I want that? Maybe. I'm sort of assuming we're chemical, because we've got this coal here. Like we'll, send the fluid, the actual oil down, and we'll do the actual smelting, oil processing like here somewhere. And then we can turn it into, red circuits and plastic and sulfur and do the blue science in this sort of area. So it's kind of going off-piste on the Snakey Bus, but that's fine. So we're about to do automated rail. We then get oil gathering. Okay. So maybe we put oil gathering and automated rail, signals in here basically. So if I put them down, that then pass-through one. So that's all we well, we've got the tanks as well, but I want to put them in. Oh, I suppose there's the actual trains, because they need engines. Yeah, we'll do them as a separate thing. How about we build a new row on here then? Okay, 1, 2, Bosch. 1, 2, Bosch. Bing bong bing, that's the automated rail. And I guess doot. Yeah, so move you that way. Oh, attack coming in. Reports coming in of a heavy attack. Coming from that direction, weren't they? Oh, so we're hitting you as well. Well, that could have come down from there, couldn't it? Yeah, we're going to have to do something about our neighbours. Wish I could do something about my neighbours. Okay. Are we kind of prepped for that? So now we got the we got the stations as well. Okay, and they need sticks. I don't have a spare sticks. Okay. Let's build in the signals and stuff as I was going to. So it don't matter which one's which, but they are. Just iron plate and green circuits, yeah. No, which is there. Okay. Doot. Oh, I built it with a pass-through, didn't I? Oh. Don't matter. So that gets us them two. Now, what could I... If I was to fit in... So if that was... Yeah, we could do... Station. So 0 needs to be the actual station. And 2 is the sticks. Is that right? Is that what you need? Yeah. So this is iron plate. There's got to be circuits in it. Steel and iron plate as well. Which is, you've got everything then, haven't you? Yeah, cool. We'll just build the one. We're going to reuse. I'm going to basically. So one of the things I am bringing over is the rail system I did before. I haven't actually looked. We could have a look. See. I mean, obviously, I'm not going to leap into trains, but it's like a. It's not actually chunk aligned or anything, but it's like a, fixed grid system. It actually fits quite well around my base. That's interesting. But yeah, we'll reuse this because it works so well. But also lets me test out. Using from the beginning my parameterized trains, my parameterized stations rather. Okay, so what have I added on so far? We haven't done the actual rail things, but then we're still doing oil gathering. We already had everything there, didn't we? Well, we've not done new military. Did I build? I did build radars. Cool. So yeah, it's the actual locomotives, as well as then tanks, which is kind of what we want this with. Okay, if I put in, let me think, if I put in, what would it be? I guess if it's I could do it that way again, couldn't I? And I could just stack up more engines, I suppose. Yeah, let's do it like that. So number 1 then is the loco. Number 0 is the engines. Again, we'll make that blue. Level 2 assembler. We want that as well. We also need circuits and steel. There. Cool. We did the actual pump jack, didn't we? Wasn't there something else? Well, wagons. Let's build wagons then. So we need wagons and pump jacks. And we can just stick them in. Cool. There's no pass-through, so just a normal one. So we go... Let's do the wagons next to... Oh, well, it doesn't matter to say because they're not next to. So we go... Wagons is 0. Pump jacks is 1. So steel, gears, and iron plate. Steel, gears, iron plate. Steel, gears, circuits, and pipes. Those. Cool. So we then got... We don't have storage tanks because we're waiting on the fluid wagon. I think that's everything I've now researched, isn't it? So we've got 10 minutes left. We could be very, very brave, a very brave boy, and see about these negotiations with the neighbours. I mean, we're reaching a point. We're touching them. We're touching them. We're definitely hammering them and hammering them. They're not going to be long, and they're not going to be long. So we kind of need to go on the offensive, which is really going to push our evolution factor up. But also, I don't know what's hiding in there. So how about we sort of do a halfway house where we'll take some military stuff, and if it looks like it won't be too tough. Have I got a full stack of them already? Yeah, but we'll take 2. Where did I leave the car? Which is it? Oh, left? No. Oh, right click? There we go. Well, you're not stacking up very many, are you? But yeah, we'll take some yellows. And make sure we've got full stack of turrets. Where are they? Turrety turrets. They're right here. There we go. Bet you've got some in yet. Cool. Good lad. Didn't use the grenades in the end. So we've got plenty of ammo, plenty of turrets, some walls if we want to chuck them in as well. Got our car, we've not got fuel for our car. So we need a whole load of coal. Cool. We haven't got a car either. Where is the... There you are. There you are. Oops. So yeah, you've not got that in. I've got some more fuel and stuff in. Yeah, so let's go and have an investigate what's sort of going on over here. And then the same at the top. We'll go and spy out the actual nests at the same time. Oh! They were coming to see me when I was coming to see them. It's interesting. I guess that may be... Yeah, it's just creeping into it, isn't it? Now, this isn't such a big one. But it's very wormy. Okay, very wormy. Wowzer. And right next to a cliff, so circle strafe is going to be tricky. Okay. We are very... I think 0.19... Yeah, so we're not quite at medium biter stage yet, but I'm sure clearing these out we will be. This is quite a cliff. I wonder if we can use that. Oh dear. Okay. We might be able to use it. We should also pay attention. Look at the size of that. We might have to get quite defensive, I think. We've got a lot of uranium, haven't we? I don't think I fiddled with uranium. Look at that, we've got 1, 2, 3 batches. Yeah, what's going on over here? I am starting to feel that maybe I did push it a bit too far. Increasing the size and stuff like that. Maybe I should have given myself a bit more, you know, more of a bigger starting area even still. Okay. I think I've created a semi-death world. Oh, there's biters there as well. Crikey. But that's, yeah. Oh, look at all the worms. Why is it so worm heavy? Okay. A nice copper patch there. So. 5 minutes left. Should we go and scope both of those two out, and then I think we'll head back to base. They turned the volume down on the car as well, because they gave it a more unique sound, and then they seem to nerf the actual volume. I don't know why. I guess maybe you thought it was too distracting. Yeah, you see, it's quite the groups building with these now. Could just do a general explore, just push out what we know. Oh, so there's another mob there. Two, in fact. I have given myself a bit of a challenge, haven't I? What we probably need to push on to then is tank. Because tank is the solution to all of life's problems. Oh look, greenness. And more biters. Okay. Ah, got water. Oh, site's being attacked. There's a few cliffs knocking about, so that should help us build some defences. You know, free walls basically. Oh. We'll have to kill off a lot of biters in order to sort of free up the space to build the walls basically. But yeah, we have these great big like stretches of nothing. Ah, so some cliffs there. So yeah, I think we might be able to engineer some choke points. Yeah, okay. Oh, hello, Emil Stinkham, how you doing? I usually take lots of big power poles all the way to the edge, then pop down a few radar turrets to scout the area. Yeah, I didn't really think about it. It's not something I do. I know other people do, but it's something I never think of really. Yeah, it's a good suggestion. I think part of it is just how erratically I drive as well. Plus, I've only just started making big power poles. So. The length of this cliff. Wowzer. I bet there's going to be a nasty shock at the end of it. Look at the length of that. So way out there. So yeah, we're starting to see some... Oh dear, dear. Don't want to drift towards them. Starting to see some areas where I could do choke points and just sort of hold them at bay, basically. While we tech up, get the tank. I'm going to try not to play this until next stream because I think in this early stage it's worth doing stuff. But I might, you know, go out and sort of grind away at some of these biters. I mean, they're not coming and trashing too much of our stuff, and they're at the low, small biters, just about to get a few mediums type level. So we're not in trouble. Whoops. No, I've not created an unwinnable situation. It's just it is a lot of biters to kill. So we may be better off walling where we can. Oops. I mean, we have a lot of resources in this, you know, immediate area. So it's not like I need, you know, to do a massive expansion push or anything. But yeah, that's flashing is annoying me. Okay, let's head back. Because these, I mean, you know, we have water here, so we could potentially do some kind of. I mean, it's pretty horrible, isn't it? That, but up here, much more likely as a hold them back type defense because we need this oil, obviously, and that's another thing. I don't see any other oil, which I was hoping to stumble on. I'm sure it's close by, but yeah. So I got this oil that I got to grab. But thankfully, we've got a cliff there, so that's defensible. With not too much effort. And then wall up there. This is all water. Maybe a wall across there. Plug that gap. Across there, maybe? Across there. So this is more problematic. I mean, maybe there's something more advantageous up there. But yeah, that could be... And would that be the next copper we would be getting? I mean, we could do that one or that one. They're both about the same size. So yeah, maybe we think in terms of, you know, doing some... Because this isn't too bad. It's not going to be too bad to wall there. Across those little bits. It's that stretch there would be tricky. But yeah, that's the type of stuff I would do off stream, I think. Or, you know, building just, you know, loads and loads of wall, I think. Because we do have expansion on now. For this one. Let's fix the car. Oh, speaking of our friends, maybe I'll just go and give that a fix. Put some more wall in. Oh, it's killed quite a few, isn't it? 27, yeah. 30 in there, okay. Right. Cool, and I think also might swap that out for piercing. Maybe you too. Yeah. Yeah, okay. So I think we have a bit of a notion of a plan. Still got a few things we could build. All the circuit network stuff. I say the fluid wagon. We don't really... I'm not intending necessarily... The stone will probably be my first grabbed resource. But that is quite a way away. That would be quite a lot of belt. But it's actually in the territory where, you know, train isn't necessarily better. Certainly, take this off. Certainly that iron ore is best belted over. Could do the same with that copper. And we've got several small coal patches. So I think we're all right. It's really the stone that will be the next resource, because it's already... I think we've eaten through 20,000 in just this stream. So yeah, we can do a double basically. Oh, there they come. It's not actually. It's the weird thing. Oh no, Raven, welcome. I'm just literally about to end. The electrical protection doesn't hurt. Indeed, indeed. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, cool. Okay, so schedule. That is it for today, and that is it for this weekend of streaming. I did update my schedule from yesterday. I forgot to do that yesterday, but we will be continuing this on, as I say, like for a while. I need to find time to put in the rail system for Satisfactory, because I just don't fancy doing that on stream. But we will pick up that series. I mean, it'll be a while, I'll be honest, because I'm playing other stuff as well. I got into a bit of a mode of playing some other games that I picked up and decided I wanted to actually play for a change. But yes, we will return with Factorio Space Age parameterizing next week. It'll be a while before we really parameterize anything, but we will be able to test out this generic parameterized rail system and see if I've completely, you know, messed up. It should be, yeah, I think I've set it up so that it can use yellow belt, so that we don't need to do any fiddling with it, other than when I discover it doesn't work properly. So that will be the big test, as it were, of what we did on the last series. And then when we get to space, that'll be when we actually see if we can parameterize or I can parameterize platforms and all that sort of stuff, really. So yes, I mean, I'm thinking about it. I probably won't be, will I? Because I'll be going to one planet first, and I guess I could build them in that way, and then I could have equivalent. Because one of the things I'm wondering about doing, it might be horrendous for a UPS, is like small amounts of stuff on a platform. So smaller ships that do just a few, few ingredients, intermediates and stuff. So rather than have one that sends everything, I mean, I'll obviously have my personal one, to take stuff over there first time, but the actual transport ones may be limited to, tungsten. That's one platform sort of thing. But yeah, we will get there eventually. Yes, so we'll be returning next week, and we'll probably be going for quite a while. I will be taking some holiday, I hope, in October. It kind of depends on what my boss wants me to do around the deadline, because that could interfere with it significantly. So it might end up being, more like November. So yeah, we should be good throughout the entire summer, basically. Promo type stuff. I use Restream to stream to both. So if you're watching on Twitch, you can also watch on YouTube. And if you're watching on YouTube, you can also watch on Twitch. You've got your choice of preferred platform. However, YouTube is the only one with archive VODs. So the VODs go all the way back on all the series I've done. Lots and lots of Factorio, but also others building and management games like Satisfactory, Dyson Sphere Program, Tectonica, and then a few other things as well. What you'll also find on there on the YouTube is my archive of the Friday Facts videos, which I always say this, and I always sound very surprised, but people do seem to watch and enjoy, even now, when Space Age is out, as a low-flying plane goes overhead. And what you'll also find there is my sort of sequel to that Friday Facts series, which is my lore speculation series, where I sort of dive into some topics and just speculate about what's going on in Factorio, why things have happened, why they're like what they are, because the game doesn't really have a story, and so it's quite fun to just speculate about mad things. What's really great on those, and if you do go and watch those, is I'm always really pleased and interested to read other people's theories. So if you've got your own theories, you think mine are rubbish, be nice sort of thing, but it's always interesting to hear what other people think. For example, that I say on the Fulgora one, that what I'm taking to be the Volt, and I talk about it in that a lot of people seem to think of the rockets like Fulgorum rocket silos, but I don't agree with that, but I can see where people are coming from. Also, as I mentioned earlier on, this Friday you will find my quick tutorial series, the first few of those, and even if they are below where you are in the game, you already know all that stuff. It'd be useful to get people's comments on those as to whether the format works, whether it's understandable, sort of entertaining, or what have you, because they are not in my usual style. I very much turn on the camera and the game and just record and just talk. So those go live on Friday. The next lore speculation will be beginning of August. If you want to follow me on socials, then there is Blue Sky, where I am a bit more active, but still not that active. I don't really do socials. Twitter is just gone. I just do not use that at all. And there is Discord if you really wanted to come on there. I keep saying I should be more active on Discord. It's just not in my. I don't really do socials. Rough plane, yeah, indeed. So yes, I think that's everything. I think it's all the promo-y stuff. I will be back next weekend, as I say, with yet more Factorio Space Age. If you have been watching, I hope you've enjoyed it and you might consider coming back for another one. I've been Trismegistus. This has been Factorio. Thanks for watching. Cheers.